We're so happy to be back here with you this evening. We're going to be sharing some great tips on how to improve the looks of anything that you have in your home, including your leather and vinyl furnishings. We're sitting here in front of a piece that we have been doing some work on prior to coming here live, just to show you a great before and after. We're going to show you how to achieve these great results. I'm sitting on the love seat that we're going to be painting over tonight, and here's the ottoman of the finished results. How we got started was simply by using the deglosser, and I'm going to go ahead and get my gloves on because we're going to put that deglosser onto the leather behind us here and show you how to get started. We're also going to be showing you how to refluff and replump your cushions on your couch that maybe you already have that might look a little bit tired and worn out. We painted again with this gorgeous color called Corinthian. I'm going to set that to the side and all my tools and come back, and we're going to get started right here on this piece behind us. So the things that you need to get started, obviously, are the deglosser product, and that is from Heirloom Traditions, and you can check that out on our website at HT Paint. Put that out onto your rag or to your scrubby here and just get going on your couch. Just start wiping it down, and you're going to remove all the oils and the grease that are present on the surface. So that way you are ready for this piece to accept the paint and get you started. So this piece is ready to come out. We'll pull that out. We've already restuffed this cushion, and I'm going to pull these out and paint them. We've got them here ready just to show you how to get started. Again, use the scrubby here. That helps you really get in there if you've got a lot of old cracked leather, things like that, like this piece. Get in there and work that in. You want to be sure and remove all the oils and the grease from the surface to get it nice and ready to accept the paint. So once you do that, wipe it off, and you're going to see a lot. You might want to give that 2 or 3 cleans, especially if something has a lot of age on it, like this particular piece. This is probably about 25 years old. Something we bought off the marketplace on Facebook. So it's had a life of its own, and we'll just leave it at that. So
I don't have the heart to tell you I've already cleaned that part.
well, it's probably going to remove some color.
A little extra probably isn't going to hurt it.
So what we're going to do,
And guys, ask questions if you have them. I'm happy to answer them for you.
tell us where you're joining us from tonight too. And we want to show you how lots of cushions flip up on leather, especially on leather, that sectionals and even sofa love seats. And if you have this zipper, it's there for a reason. You can buy new ones of these, or you can just go out to Walmart or to any home store and get yourself loose pillow fluff filling. Go right in there and restuff this cushion. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It has a lot of life. Go up into the recesses of this cushion. All of this is coming out of the top part of this thing. So just get your hand in there and go all the way up inside. You want to overstuff this thing because all this stuff flattens out just like it has over time. While you're in there, put a fair amount in there, what you might consider it looking overstuffed. And that's going to bring a lot of life back into your piece, and then you can paint it much easier once it's fluffy versus flat.
So you're putting all the stuffing into the top portion.
I am, because this thing is all went to the bottom basically. And you can't really fluff it back. It's died down. It's all kind of compacted down toward the bottom of the piece. So I'm going to put half a bag on each side. So we've used really one bag between both of these cushions.
Which I thought it was going to take a lot more than that.
Well, I could use a little bit more. And if you have the other bag, let's get that, because we want to put some on the face of this also. As you can see already, this one took more than that one. And again, this thing's looking quite tired, and we'll get it looking sharp here in just a moment. So we have also the
What we're using
sofa.
real quick. This is what we're using. It's polyfill, fiberfill, premium polyester.
Yep. You can just go in there and don't be stingy with it. It's not expensive. How much was this stuff bag?
It was $10.
$10 per bag.
Yes.
So for about $20, we're going to be able to,
Have a brand new love seat.
yeah. Well, we've actually just used half of one on that cushion. And we're going to use a little more on this one. Of course, like I said, overfill them. You can probably find it online a little cheaper than that. I didn't think it was that expensive that way. But a good one.
Beggars couldn't be choosers today.
That's exactly right. So if you can get it stuffed and then zip it back, you're going to see a big improvement in that. You can also, can you hold this now?
Yep.
Make you get in here. I'm I'm gonna try to hold it and zip it. I'll tell you what, I'll zip. Alright, now, we're gonna get painting.
Now onto the fun stuff.
Plump it around there a little bit. Now, I'm gonna bring this over and we're gonna set up our cushion right here and get started on cushion number 1 and just show you how easily this paint's gonna transform this cushion in just an amazing matter of minutes. And we're gonna be using this simple little roller, and this is available from us. It has its own tray, which is part of the packaging. So if you happen to buy this, don't throw away your tray. Sometimes it's hard to tell what that is. I use what's called a brush and roll technique. And the reason I do that is so I get on a fair amount of paint. It's easy to get stingy, especially with a roller, and try to kind of scrimp or over roll. What you want to do is get on a good full coat.
What do we think of that color? Isn't that pretty?
Yeah, kind of modernizing this
Very much.
rusty brown that's been around for, you know, maybe bring it into the farmhouse feel or wherever you're heading with
But
it.
not taking it girly.
No, it's definitely still a nice color for leather. And then use the true applicator, or use your roller or your true applicator. If you happen to have the true applicator sponge, you can do the same thing, stipple over it. Again, that's going to remove any brush strokes. You may see a little bubbling coming up there, but that will all lay down just in a matter of minutes. So just keep on moving right around this cushion. Of course, this is fabric on the back. This is also a fabric on the bottom here. And just for the matter of smells on this thing, I'm gonna paint.
You're gonna paint it all,
Paint
huh?
it all.
Seal that smell right in.
Yes, it will. It absolutely will help seal some of the smell that this thing might be putting off. I'm not gonna go there.
And guys, stay tuned. We're gonna have a great deal for you on these products if you're interested. And again, ask your questions. We're happy to answer them here in the comments.
We would love to send you a sample of this product, and you can get that by just commenting here, and we will send you a sample. You just paid $6.99 shipping. You can try the all-in-one paint product out for yourself and see how it paints leather, vinyl, woods, cabinets, kitchen cabinets, you name it.
Your front door. And that free sample is a full-size 8-ounce sample too, so you can get.
Even though it doesn't sound much, 8 ounces sounds very like you're not going to get very much. It will paint 35 to 40 square feet, meaning it would paint your front door. It'll paint a vanity. It'll paint a small piece of furniture, medium piece actually. I always do the sides of this just so you kind of follow along here. I'm just going to do the sides. And one coat is going to cover this excellent, as you can see. This paint is designed to flex and to stretch. So that's something else to take note of.
So we've got some questions coming in. As this dries, is it gonna rub off on someone's clothes?
It will not. It is permanent. And when I say it's permanent, a lot of people will ask the question, well, does it last forever? Well, as you know, nothing lasts forever. This is going to depend on, again, just like the original surface of this leather, it doesn't last forever either. It will wear excellent and last you for a good many years. And as long as you are prepping the surface, as we've told you, remove the oils. You can't paint over oil. If you'll get all that off the surface, you will find that this will last you and be as serviceable as the original leather itself. So if you're going to get that many more years out of it just for a simple quart of paint, which is probably you could get the sofa and the love seat done for a quart of paint. So about tonight, you're going to find an excellent price on those here, and we'll be posting that as we move along here. In our quart will cover 140 square feet. So to do the math, kind of do a visual of your sofa. If you have a sofa, maybe a large sectional, and you want to do that, you can kind of just size up the chair and kind of do it's a 2 foot by 3 foot tall and that kind of thing, and multiply that and consider maybe doing 2 coats. You can do an overall guesstimate yourself, but I'm going to say to you that most sectionals will take about 2 quarts, because that's normally 8 foot by 12 foot in size, and of course the backs and so on. Just allow yourself extra. You don't want to run out mid-project. And again, if you're wondering, I am doing what's called a brush and roll technique. I'm brushing it on, then I'm rolling over that just to make sure that we don't have a brush stroke show up in this, or overlapping marks that are going to make this look brush stroked. We don't want the sectional or the
Let's see if I can
sofa.
come get on my close-up here.
We don't want it to appear that we brushed it on with a brush. And see, if I don't roll over it, what you get. I hope you can see that. rolling over it just ensures it's going to get a gorgeous leather texture, and I'm using a very light pressure rolling over this. I'm not pushing hard. When you do, you'll see that the edge of the roller will show up. So you just use a light pressure. All you're wanting to do is just feather that in. Now we have that whole cushion done.
Can you see the new color versus the old color back there?
You want to lay that to the side, my dear?
Sure.
All right, she's going to take care of that, and I'm going to go to the back cushion because I think that's going to show you.
She knows I'm going to get paint on me.
I know you are, without a doubt.
There's no way for me not to.
That's what she does.
Yep.
She just gets paint on her just so she can.
I just think I get paint on me just opening the jar.
This is really covering. When you're working on something with a lot of wrinkles and folds, much like a back cushion here is going to have, you can use Pepsi drink, Coke, whatever you have, water bottles to hold them apart to allow, or pool noodles. Lots of people have used those.
Which I thought was such a great idea.
It is a great idea.
One of our Facebook friends, Deanna,
Yes.
shared that with us.
Use that pool noodle and prop them up. Right now we don't need it, but you might. And this paint isn't sticky. That's another thing to take note of. It's not sticky like, say, latex paint, so it's not going to peel and rub off and be sticky up against each other. So you're not going to have that happening. It dries extremely fast, and I think you'll note that as we move along here. You'll see how quick. Let's just get right over here on this arm.
She's bouncing around on me.
I'm painting wood and all here, and we're going to go back and do some distressing and also some highlighting with the antiquing gel on the wood, much like we have on the ottoman, as well as a nail head trim. We'll go back and put a gold on those. We also have tables that went with this entire set, and we've made the tables in a similar color combination.
We're excited to show you that at the end, so stay
Yeah.
tuned for our whole little
Whole
living
little-
room reveal.
Yep, you're gonna like it, I think. We did a distressing on the tables. I brought them into the different look, because they've had a very formal look. Now they're a little more informal. So I'm just gonna keep rolling here, right down inside there. I'll pull that cushion up in just a minute.
So any cushions that you can remove, definitely remove. It'll just make it easier for you.
Yep, no bending. No bending if possible.
This roller makes short work of it, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Love it.
The roller is awesome.
And keep asking your questions. We'll continue to answer them here in the comments. But we do have a question coming in from Brooke.
Oh, hi,
She's
Brooke.
asking, is this going to crack when you sit in it?
It is not, Brooke. It is designed to stretch and to give without cracking. So if you will, put on a nice full coat of paint as well as degloss the surface, you're going to find that it will not crack and split. Now, if you're talking about painting over something that's already damaged, we do have a repair product that will take care of cuts and splits and repairs. It's also designed to stretch and smooth and bend, and you can check that out on our website at htpaint.com. Check out our product called Bonding Flex, and we use that on the stool to cover over cigarette burns that were in this set. So we'll show those to you as we finish up and share some finished photos of this from before and after. We'll be sure to show those to you, how this once looked and what we've taken care of using these amazing finished products. Anyone can do this, so if you've ever wondered, can you work on your own pieces yourself? You absolutely can. This doesn't require any great skill. As you can see, it's simply clean and paint your piece.
So we're not going to put a sealer or anything on after.
None needed, none needed. And you can go into, if you will comment here, you can join our group and see about 45,000 people who are using these products themselves and are refurbishing their own pieces in their own home, including kitchen cabinets, leathers, vinyls, painting their shutters, painting their front doors, doing all kinds of great home improvement projects, again, that they didn't think they had the skills to do, because they didn't really understand all the things to buy and things that they might need to paint. And sometimes that's part of the problem, not understanding all that you need.
And then not using the things that you do need.
Yeah, and skipping a step and finding out you shouldn't have. So this is a product that's designed, everything that you need is right here inside the can. So that makes it so much easier. The sealer, the bonding power, and all comes inside the can. So you can see we're doing this in one coat, virtually going to cover over this in one coat. So let's paint on this area right here that's showing some crazy and some damage. And I want to show you just how incredible that this paint has the ability to fill in And to make this leather area, it's really showing a lot of signs of thinning. It's almost like skin, when skin becomes aged, how it begins to thin. That's exactly what's happened here. Of course, this being leather is from an animal, and this animal had a thin area when they made leather from this. This was an area that was basically thinner than this hide over here. So this area is beginning to show wear on this piece. So we're going to fix that by painting it. Now, a lot of people ask, does this feel different? It does feel some different. Is it stiff? No. Is it stiffer? Can you feel it somewhat? You can, but is it abnormal? It just feels like a new leather couch versus an old leather couch. So obviously we're putting on a new coat of coloring onto it. You're going to feel that it feels new. It isn't stiff at all, and other than you just knowing that it's a new finish on it, you would never believe that it's been painted. It's nothing to detect that it's been painted. It doesn't look painted, and it won't feel painted. Now, fabric, this paint does work on smooth fabrics, but I highly suggest that you test a spot before you paint smooth fabrics. You want to know that each fabric's going to react different than the other. Leathers and vinyls all act the same. Fabrics, every single fabric acts different, even including smooth fabrics that have different dyes and patterns on them. They all feel different. So you need to test that prior before you go crazy and paint something and not like the feeling of it.
Do you want to come up to this table with that?
Well, I might do that. It might keep me from being out of breath. How's that? Let's do that. This life is so much easier on this table.
We can do that.
All right. We'll keep on rolling right on around this thing.
And notice, guys, Paula's putting on just a little bit of paint and then rolling. Putting on a little bit more, rolling.
That's how to do it. Let's do the old brush and roll. And that makes it so much easier. I just keep it right in my hand. Just switch out. Work it right into the seams that you want to do. You, again, don't want this to be detectable that it's been painted. So you want to really work it into every seam. Make sure that you've sealed it all up.
So we've got a question coming in from Susie, and Susie's asking if she can use this on her leather car seats.
Susie, you can. We even have a product coming out called Restore Coat, and it's all designed for automotive. It'll be in automotive packaging, and you'll be seeing that in automotive stores hopefully around the country soon. And this product is again designed for anything interior of your car or your home. So check it out. And you can do that by going to the Heirloom Traditions paint page at htpaint.com on the internet. Absolutely.
And all the paints on our website will do this project. So they will all now do leather, vinyls, smooth fabrics. They will do your cabinets, your front door, interior, exterior, almost every surface. We get a lot of questions about fireplaces. Yes, you can paint anything on the exterior of your fireplace with any of our products. What else, Paula?
Masonry, stone, glass, metal, wood, vinyl,
Yep.
leather, glass, you name it, it paints it. So if you like a low luster matte sheen that this produces, which is hard to beat, just a beautiful
The
low
finish
luster
of this is
sheen.
gorgeous.
And it's extremely durable, so that's another thing. Is it going to hold up and last? Absolutely it will, and you're going to get results that you cannot believe if you've never painted a stick of anything in your life that you did. It's going to really look professional. We have professional painters who come here to see us often and who are kind of amazed because I'm not sure they're happy or sad. But they do come. They want to know, why is this product better than some of the products they're used to using and have been using all through the years. They're very laborious and lots of steps. They want to know why. And whenever they see it and try it themselves, it's a big story and a big change for them.
Game changer.
Game changer for them. Yes, it is.
So how long is this going to have to dry before we can go back to using this as a sofa?
Well, I'm going to demonstrate for you tonight. I'm going to sit on this when we get done because I want you to see on my black pants that I really like these black pants. And I'm going to show you that I can sit on this, okay?
Well, we got about 10 minutes left, so you better put it into high gear here.
All right, so there you go. There's the next cushion. Done. We're done with that one. All right, can I give you that one?
I'm just going to take the whole table.
Take that whole table. Chill on these wheelie props that we have. All right, so I'm going to do something else that's more visual. I'm going to
Sorry, excuse me.
paint this one.
All right, while you're painting, we got a question from Scott, and Scott's asking, so he's got a sofa that is leather, like on the seat part,
Mm-hmm.
and he doesn't think it's real leather on the sides, so probably a vinyl.
Yeah.
We'll just still paint it.
Absolutely. You can do both the leather and the vinyl, Scott. Just the same process. Just clean it with our deglosser. That way you're safe. Clean it with that deglosser. And once you have it good and clean, you can paint both surfaces with our paint. And you'll renew them from ATVs. You can use this on golf carts. You can use this on four-wheelers. You can use motorcycle seats. Anywhere you want to go, you can use this product.
So I guess that brush really comes in handy up there on those softer
Yes.
cushions, doesn't it, to get into all the wrinkles and
One great thing, puffing these things back up again sure helped.
Made it
There's
easier,
no way
yeah.
you could paint this thing when it was flat, like painting a flat tire. All right, so it's hard for me to get all the way across the middle of this thing, but I'm going to do it just because y'all are watching me. All right, and we'll have all this really set up nice and have a before and after for you so you can see exactly what we started with this thing. And believe me, it looks like a new dime already.
I love this color.
This was not very attractive at one moment.
For those of you who are just tuning in, please let us know where you're tuning in from. It's always so much fun on Home Talks, a crowd of 7 million plus, and it's always so exciting to see where everyone's tuning in from.
Yes, every country, every city, we'd love to hear from you. And again, join our group if you get a chance and you would like to try this product. Just say that right here on this timeline, and we're going to send you a link to get yourself a free sample of all-in-one paint, and that's going to allow you enough product to go paint your front door, try it for yourself, see what you think, see if we told you.
If you don't believe us, we're going to let you try it on us.
There you go.
Can't beat that. I mean,
It's only a $24.99 value. This is not just an inexpensive thing that we're charging you for. It truly is something that we sell every single day.
and you just pay the shipping. We cover the cost of the sample. So for $6.99, you're getting an 8-ounce sample that you can literally paint.
A real project.
Yeah, a single bathroom vanity, a coffee table, a front door.
That way you can really see for yourself.
Probably could paint that ottoman. Yeah, you could definitely paint that ottoman with an 8-ounce
Okay, so
that we
you
showed in the beginning.
can pretty much any small work project. Just remember, it's going to cover about 35 to 40 square feet. So that's a decent size. So you can see the finish is beginning to dry over here. How beautiful it's looking already. Check that out.
Look how
It looks
smooth
so
that
pretty.
is.
And again, we're one coat in, so I don't know that we need another one, but I'm going to put on another one just to ensure that we have a good wear layer and that this will hold up and continue to wear well with your family, your animals, your husband, whoever else. And I'm going to also show
The
you
kids.
how much we've used, because we've painted also the ottoman out of this same quart.
And a
So
little bit of accents on the table.
we're down to right there. So it was only full to here. We're down to about right there. So about halfway in. And I'm going to end up getting the ottoman and the sofa and the love seat and all probably in this quart. I'm imagining. Might end up taking a little more doing the backs, but we're going to be awfully close to getting it in a quart. I would always, again, say to you, get 2 quarts or at least a quart and a pint, because you don't want to run out. Not fun to run out mid-project. So that way you have touch-up down the road. If you need to touch up, you can. It's one other beautiful thing about painting your piece like this. Also about having kitchen cabinets that are painted, you can keep them looking pristine all through the life of your cabinets by knowing that you've painted it yourself. You can always touch up. If you don't have that paint, obviously you can't touch it up. So I'll open these up and pull these apart later. Right now, I just want to kind of show you.
So that'd be a good place to use the Coke bottle or pool noodle or something in between there to kind of wedge them open to dry.
I want to get a good coat on this in this 10 minutes that we have left. We're down to
We're
5.
down to 5. You're
We're
getting
gonna
close.
rock and roll.
Yeah,
Here,
I'm impressed. She's cleaned and painted
I'm gonna throw these cushions back in.
and stuffed
That's right.
in 30 minutes. So just imagine how fast you could get your project done, like your kitchen cabinets. You know, normally that's a couple week long ordeal by the time you take the doors off and you sand and you prime and you paint a couple coats and then you top coat a couple coats and then you maybe have to sand again because the top coat yellowed or who knows. So normally your kitchen's down for a couple weeks. With ours, you can literally get it done in a weekend because you're not doing all those steps. And time What do you always say about time, Paula?
Well, time is, most people have more money than they do time today. And time is our most valuable asset. And that's how I feel anyway. I think a lot of you all can agree with that. I have less time than I have anything today. And if I'm going to do these projects, they better be conserving my time, because I don't go attempt something that I can't knock out. So I am the world's worst of being patient. So if it took a lot of patience, this wouldn't be my product, for one.
We like it all easy.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
That's what we offer. We offer you a way to conserve your time, your energy, and your money, and give you great results. That's what Heirloom is all about, and that's what our products are all about, and they give you exactly the results that we promised you.
Where we
Got
go
just
to
a
now?
little bit in the back, and I got that little rail in the front. And we're going to call this one coat on the front. Just got the arms to do on the back.
Yeah. And since we weren't doing a major color transition, it really covered super easy. Now, obviously, if you're trying to make this dark brown sofa into an off-white,
You can.
you can. It's just might take you for sure 2 coats, maybe 3.
There's nothing out there like this paint product. There is no brush-on paints that I am aware of for leathers. And there's all sorts of dyes out there that take numerous coats. They're horribly smelly. This, again, is a waterborne product. Zero smell, no toxicity.
And we're painting right here in the room. We're not
Paint right here.
hauling this out to the garage or...
And when we walk in the morning, you won't smell this at all. There's no VLCs coming or omitting from this, which I think is awesome, especially painting at home around animals, your children. You don't want all that in your home today, and I know I don't.
Especially if this is something you're going to be, if this is your everyday sofa, this is something you're going to be lounging on, laying on, and if it's sitting there gassing off smells, it's not going to be very pleasant, especially if you're sensitive to smells. So
I'm super sensitive to smells, and this couch gave off all sorts of smells.
And not
It's
the
better.
good ones. Not the good ones.
Not the smells you're one, I'm telling you. It had all sorts of odors going on. But guess what paint does? It has a beautiful way of sealing in smells. Bad ones. So, look at that. So we got it on there. We're going to throw those cushions back in, because I've just got to show you with that stool. Pull back
The
over.
one's dry, I bet.
All right, wood and all. We're going to go right over the metal, right over the little nail heads. And then we're going to go back and we're going to paint those out beautiful gold, like we have the stool. And we're going to make it look great tomorrow. Tomorrow will be its debut. And let me go back in here a little bit.
There it is. What do you think? Remember, so she's painting the leather, the wood, she's painting everything all in the same color. And then we're going to go back and do some distressing and antiquing on the wood to kind of bring it out and let it highlight.
All right, just for effect, to show you the full deal. I told you I'm gonna
And just so
sit
you know, I'm not going to let her sit on these. They're still wet. I'm going to let her sit on the ottoman because it was painted earlier today.
I'll do that.
She's rushing it a little bit. I knew when she said that earlier, she was pushing it.
I gotta get it in here for you.
Yeah.
Just so you can see it full.
So there you go.
There you go.
Now, hopefully you remember what this looked like in the beginning.
All right, and now here is the matching color. And that's what it's gonna look like when it begins to dry and lose all that shine from being wet.
Yeah, and if you can see the detail.
Here is me sitting on this one, just so you see that it doesn't crack and split. And if it doesn't crack and split with me, I don't think it will with anybody. See? There you go. Splitty, no cracking.
Beautiful.
So there you go.
Doesn't it look expensive now? That's what I love about it.
Let's see, we're going to do this to the nail heads and all that tomorrow to the base and make it look really detailed and pretty and bring back a lot of life so you have some of that pretty highlight and don't lose all the great detail. And if you're interested in getting yourself a free sample of the awesome Finish All-in-One paint, comment right here below. We can send you a link to get yourself a sample for $6.99. Try it yourself at home and see what you think. We hope you join us here in the group, and we look forward to seeing you again so much. Thank you again. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.